Hello, welcome to the Optizen app. This is a quick walkthrough tutorial to discuss some of the features of the app, how to get started, and how to work with the app in general. Depending on what version you've installed, if you've installed the paid version, you'll be greeted with this home dashboard screen. If you've installed the free version, it'll be similar, with the exception you will not have this collection with tags tab. The next tab you should take note of is the Help and Documentation tab. If you click on that, it'll bring you to our Support Documents section, where we have a number of tutorials and instruction documents that may be able to answer many of your questions. These documents will be improved and also added to over time. If any of these documents don't answer your questions, then you can just click on the Help and Contact Us tab, ask your question there, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. The next tab you should take note of is the Settings tab. And here we have a number of different options. For the app to work correctly, we need to install the theme code. Currently, we have an auto install for the Dawn theme. If you're using the Dawn theme, all you need to do is select Dawn and click Inject Code, and you'll have a success message pop up notifying you that the theme code has been installed correctly and the app is ready to use. We will be adding more themes here in the future. If you are not using the Dawn theme or any of the themes that are listed here, all you need to do, again, is use our help and contact form. Let us know that you'd like us to help install the app correctly on your store, and we'll get that up and running and completed for you. The next button here, Downgrade Now, is self-explanatory. If you're using the paid version, you can always downgrade to the free version. The next section here is No Index All Tag Pages. We recommend that once you've installed the app, you no index all existing tag pages. The reason we do that is it gives us control over which tag pages we want the search engines, such as Google, to index in their search engine results. If we don't do this, then it leaves all tags with the ability to be indexed, and some of those tags we don't want indexed because we haven't optimized them as we'd like. You may want to discuss with your developer, or if you've created this store yourself. Sometimes developers will, by default, add a no index tag to all tag pages when they build the theme or when they develop the store. And we don't want that to conflict with our setting here. If that's the case, you can simply message us again here at the help and contact section, and we'll walk you through how to deal with that. Okay, now we'll go back to the dashboard. And the next two tabs we're going to look at are collection optimization and collection with tags. The free version only has collection optimization. So we'll click on collections. And here we can see we have all our collections that are within our store. If your collections all your collections are not listed here, you can just click sync and your collections will be updated once that sync has run. So the collection section here, the main feature that it does is allow us to add content below the product grid on collection pages. So let's look at an example here. If we click on edit this collection, and it will open up this editing section here for this collection. Here we can add our content. A good way of dealing with this section is adding frequently asked questions about the collection, links to the different types of products. You can discuss different types of products. Essentially, any pieces of content or any text you want to add to the bottom section of your collection pages, you can add it here. Then you can select show content on page 1 only of paginated series or show for all pages. What this does, it allows us to, if your store has pagination, it will only show this content on the first page and not on the second page. The reason we do that, a second page and also further pages. The reason we do this is to ensure that we don't have duplicate content on the further paginated series of pages. Okay, and then we just click save, and that content is added below the product grid on your collection page. Now, if you're using the paid version, we can go to the collection with tags. The way this works is we have our collections here on the left-hand side, and then we have our tag pages on the right-hand side. So there are combinations of collections and tag pages, depending how you've mapped out which tag pages you actually want to optimize and index in the search engines. You can search for them here. So what we'll do, we'll select, in this example, we'll select men's, and we're going to search for the apparel page of this particular store. And we can see here we've got men's, and I'll actually, for this particular example, I'll also look for competition. I'll narrow that search down further. And now we have our horse riding clothes men's section. So we click on edit that page. And here we have our options for our tag page. So we've got our SEO title where you can add your SEO title. You can add your description above the products, including links and other HTML elements. You can add your SEO description. This one hasn't been completed yet, so what we will do, keep in mind you've also got HTML editor, so you can work with HTML in the editor here, or you can just work with the standard editor. We'll just leave that as test for now as an example. You can also edit your tag page H1 title, and so this is the page title of your tag page. And then if you like, you can also add content below the product grid like you did with collections. Then we have our show content on page 1 only of the series, or show on all pages. We'll leave that selected to show content on page 1. And we have our option now to no index or index. So if we go back to our settings page, when we first started this video, we allocated that we would no index all tag pages. Now if we select index, this page will actually be changed from no index to index in the search engines, and gives the ability for this tag page to be indexed. So I'm just going to save that now, and it will save, and you can actually open the link just by clicking on this collection link here. We'll open the tab and we'll look at this example. So we can see that for our tag page, we have our collection, which was horse riding apparel. That is the collection we chose. Then we have our men's tag page. So now we have a true sub collection for this main collection, and then the sub collection, which is our tag page for men's. So you can see here the SEO title has been optimized correctly from the content we added. Our H1 title has been optimized correctly. We have added content above the product grid. In this example, we elected not to add content below the product grid. And our SEO description will actually be test, as we added here. We'll come back and edit this correctly later on. But you can write, for your SEO description, you can create the proper SEO description in this section here. If you remember, on our collection page, we had content below the main collection on the collection page. So if we go to our main collection page, this was a collection we worked on. And if we scroll on down, we can see the content we added is now below our collection page, or below product grids on our collection page. So these are essentially the main features of the app. The ability to add content below a product grid. You can optimize your collection page further with more content, internal links, etc. And also optimize sub-collections within your main collection by optimizing the SEO title, H1, description above the product grid, and if you like, you can also add content below the product grid, which you did not in this example, and also the SEO description. So now we have a highly optimized main collection and a highly optimized sub-collection, which creates powerful silo URL structures within the Shopify e-commerce store. So these are the main features of Optizen. It's very simple to use. If you have any questions, again, make sure you just check the support documents or use the help and contact us form, and we'll get back to you ASAP. Good luck, and we hope you can optimize your store to its full advantage by optimizing your collection pages and your tag pages that in the end up being optimized sub-collection or sub-category pages.